It's a very good morning once again from the streets of Paris. Would you believe? Look at this. No sun as yet. The sun only rises a lot later. But if you're from Cape Town, you're used to this. This is something that you see all of the time. But we're standing outside on the streets of Paris. It's loud, it's raining, it's cold, but we don't care. We're in Paris. We are here. We're on the road to bring the Webb Ellis Trophy back home. Well, I am now joined with somebody who's actually held that trophy and was part of a winning team that in 2007 did this for South Africa. So Bismarck du Plessis is with us this morning on the program. Bismarck, how are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. And I just want to disagree with you. We're not bringing it back. We're keeping it there.
I love
Because we already have it.
Okay, we got it. We own it. But unfortunately, it's here. So it's got to come back home with us, right?
Yeah, we just got to let it fly with us, man.
I like your way of thinking. I want to ask you, I am no rugby expert, okay? And I am putting that, I'm laying it out. I literally watch it. I've watched it my whole life. And I still don't understand what goes on in that game. But I see passion when I know passion. And I know that we are out to win this. What do you think our chances are, honestly?
Yeah, I don't think you need to be a rugby analyst or rugby guru to have seen what it took last week. I get goosebumps saying that you saw a team that was just more passionate than the other team that we played against, because you must remember playing against France in France is really, really difficult. They've been told for the last 4 years that they're going to win the World Cup, and not going into any politics, we know where the World Cup should have been, but I was so happy that we knocked them out. The French, all my French friends don't want to see me this week, and hopefully by today we can see a few guys and a few smiles, but I'm really happy that we are where we are.
Yeah. Look, I have to say, I imagine that the whole mood has changed in the country ever since the hosts were knocked out. I mean, you can see that, you can feel that, but now it's the others coming in. It's the English fans. I haven't seen too many New Zealanders, I haven't seen too many Argentinians, but I've seen a lot of South Africans and the English. They here in full force, particularly the English fans, to come and scream their team on. It's a strong team.
No, absolutely. I don't think you'll already see too many England guys, because you must remember we only play tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, so it's quite easy for them to jump on to the Eurostar, get here tomorrow about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then go all the way to 9 o'clock, and then most of them will take a Eurostar back the next morning. So most of those guys won't be sleeping, but hopefully we can give them a few things to sleep quite early the night after the game.
I hope so too. So you've been in this position before, obviously, when you've played in World Cups. What are the guys feeling at this point? Because, I mean, they know how South Africans are supporting them. They know what a heavy weight is on their shoulders right now. How does it feel to be a player in the squad?
The way you feel now is it's been a long tournament and your bodies are sore, and the guys, so that I won't say they're training really hard. They're doing a lot of technical stuff and doing a few moves that they've been training for the last 4 years to execute at the right time, at the right point. And I think looking at the squad, no injuries, luckily. I'm really confident for our chances on the weekend.
Yeah. Are you happy with the choice to keep the team the same, unchanged from what we saw in the quarterfinal?
Absolutely. I think they showed the way they played, and I don't mind who they pick. I just want to win the game against England, because we must also remember that we haven't lost to them, and I think there'll be a lot of revenge in their hearts. Yes. Especially after 4 years ago when we absolutely annihilated them in the final, and last year at Twickenham. So I think they're hurting, but I also think that we are a little bit too strong for them in certain places. But in a final, and if you look at the weather is always a neutralizing factor. It's a 50-50 when it rains. So, but I still have confidence in the Springboks.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw what they pulled out last Sunday in that quarterfinal, the team pulled together. I mean, the French were driven by something I've never seen before, and then we came through and we gave that same passion. Do we play a different game against England, though? Because obviously, I mean, each team is different. What kind of game do you think we need to pull out against the English?
The thing is, before you play against the Springboks, we had a function last night with old teammates and old opposition, and they always said that when they play against us, they actually know exactly what we're doing. But it's to stop those guys. It's to stop Dwayne coming around the corner. It's to stop Peter Steff coming around the corner. To stop Eben coming around the corner. And to stop our momentum. So even though you know what we're going to do, it's to stop us. And that's a difficult thing, because I think if the moment we started to get a little bit of momentum, we're really dangerous. And I think the try that Cheslin scored with the grubber of Jesse, I think that was great reaction from us, where they knocked on the ball and we moved the ball 2 passes, and then all of a sudden Cheslin was over the try line.
Yeah, I mean, Cheslin was a star. He really was a rock star, stopping that penalty kick. I know that's a once in a lifetime thing to see.
I would love to just be once in my life to feel how it feels to be that quick.
Imagine. That is a meme for the rest of our lives. I love it. Okay, so listen, we've spoken about our match, but of course there's the big one today as well between Argentina and New Zealand. Do you think we're going to meet New Zealand if we get to the final, or Argentina?
I think it will be really difficult for Argentina to beat New Zealand. I think the way they played last week is the way that we are used to seeing the All Blacks play. The way they attack the breakdown, the way they stopped them, the way they tackled, the way they ran at them. Because it's exactly the same, where Ireland's been told that it's going to be an Ireland and French final for the last 4 years, and they're the top of the world. And the thing is, that shows that you never look too far ahead in World Cups. You only have to look at the next step, and then when you get to that step, you look at the next step. After that, you look at the next step. If you look back at 2019 World Cup, where England knocked out New Zealand, nobody gave England the chance, and I thought England played exceptionally that game. And for Argentina to win the game, I think they'll have to have a really, really good game tonight.
Predict the finals for me. Who's going to be there? Who's going to win?
Oh, my heart's, I'm a South African through and through. So definitely South Africa. And I honestly don't care who we play against, because they've got to stop us in that final.
Yeah, but everyone says it isn't a final unless it's the All Blacks versus South Africa. But who knows?
That's what the people want to see. But
exactly.
All what we want to see is that Sia lifts the trophy, and that we're flying back with a trophy.
That's it. Goosebumps just thinking about it. Thank you, Bismarck. Thank you so much for being with us here on the streets of Paris. And can you feel it at home? I hope you can. I really do. Let's go back to Joburg. We've got your news for you. SK, let me hand it to you. It's 8 o'clock.